Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the best star card loadouts for all of the reinforcements, from the aerial to the enforcer and also the infiltrator. So make sure you guys stay tuned through the whole video if you want to know the best star card loadouts for these guys. Now before I jump into the video, I want to say a huge thank you for 25,000 subscribers. We've jumped from 20k to 25 in just over a month, so the support from you guys has been absolutely incredible, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to every one of you. Now with that said, if you are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for all new Battlefront 2 videos in the future. And if you guys enjoy this video, I would love it if you could leave a big thumbs up down below. Anyways, getting into the video, we are going to start with the Enforcer class. Now the Enforcer class has the Clone Commando, the Ovisian Gunner, the B2 Super Battle Droid, the Death Trooper, the Flame Trooper, the Wookiee Warrior, and of course the Droidica. So a lot of different reinforcements in this class. However, I feel as though most of them can use the same star card loadout, as most of their abilities are very similar. So keep in mind that the star cards that I use for these guys are my personal opinion, but it just seems to be what works best for me when I'm going for high kill streak. So this is my favorite loadout to use for these guys. It starts off with the Enforcer Training star card. The Enforcer Training star card gives you a small amount of health for each enemy defeated. Now, if you kill someone while this star card is equipped at max level, you are going to get 50 health back for killing that enemy. This is really great for survivability, and if you guys are looking to stay alive for longer, this star card is going to help you out big time. The second star card I use is called Expert Weapons Handling. This allows you to keep your middle ability active for longer. So anyone knows that the overload ability for like the Droidica or the Death Trooper or whatever it may be is absolutely incredible. This gives you a really long active time for that middle ability, which allows you to melt just about anyone, especially heroes. When you're playing against them, I find the overload ability can be really useful. For reinforcements like the Ovisian Gunner, it can also be handy because that middle ability does give you bonus fire time while that is active. So whether or not you have the left ability active or not, this is going to give you a really long fire rate either with the standard sentry or with the ion sentry. That's great for taking out ATSTs, AT-ATs, and all of the other vehicles in the game. So this is really good for the gunner as well as all the other reinforcements that are in the Enforcer class. The third star card I like to use is called Battle Hardened, which gives you 20% increase total health. So this is again just going to be really good for survivability. It's going to give you that bit of extra health to continue you on and keep you alive for longer. Now some people do like to use the Survivalist card, which lets your health regenerate faster, but I think if you're playing smart and you don't play too aggressive with these guys, you don't really need this card because you're going to be regenning health anyway, and just because it regens a little bit faster doesn't necessarily mean it's a great card. It can be good and some people like it, but for me, I prefer the other three. Next up, we're going to talk about the aerial class, which of course has the brand new First Order Jet Trooper, the B2 Rocket Droid, the Clone Jet Trooper, the Rocket Trooper for the Imperials, the Rocket Trooper for the Rebels, and the Rocket Jumper for the Resistance. Now these guys are really great in their own ways, but my personal favorite is of course the Clone Jet Trooper. This guy absolutely melts, and you guys will see me play the Clone Jet Trooper all the time on streams. If I don't get a hero or when I'm not playing a hero, I'll be playing as the Clone Jet Trooper because he absolutely melts. So the first star card I use for the aerial class is called Aerial Training. This again gives you 50 health on each elimination, very similar to the Enforcer class. The second star card again is called Battle Hardened, which gives you an increase of 20% max health, giving you that survivability, again the same as the Enforcer class. Now the third card that I do use for the aerial is actually the star card I said not to use for the previous reinforcement, which is the Survivalist star card. Again, the Survivalist star card gives you 100 extra health regen per second, but I think on the aerial it is much more valuable than it is on the Enforcer. If you guys haven't realized, the Enforcer has a lot more health than the actual aerial class, so I think with this one, being able to regenerate your health faster is actually really useful. And the other two star cards for me personally, I don't find useful for the aerial, which are of course Acquisition, which just marks your enemies that shoot at you, and Evasion, which gives you +1 evade. But I really think 2 evades is really all you need with the aerial class. I find it fine when I'm playing against certain players that 2 is enough, but some people may prefer 3. It's just not personally my opinion what is best. So the Survivalist card, Battle Hardened, and Aerial Training. Moving into the Infiltrator though, we are going to be looking at their star cards too. This includes the KFX Spy, the Sith Trooper, the Commando Droid, and of course the Arc Trooper. And their star cards are a little bit different to the other two classes, so we're going to go through them right now. The first star card that I use is Desperation, which reduces the ability recharge time when damage is dealt to you. Being able to use your abilities faster with this class is really helpful. I find that the BX Commando Droid is really good because you can use his Vibro Sword faster. The Arc Trooper, you can use his Shock Trap or his Power Blast faster. Just getting these abilities back 14% quicker is really helpful on the Battlefront, and I think it'll help you guys out as well. The second star card I like to use for these guys is actually the Evasion card, which gives you a bonus evade and a 3-second recharge time. I think the Evasion really is most useful for the BX Commando droid, which is why I like to keep this card equipped, but it is super handy on the other guys as well, but I just think it's most effective with the BX. The third card I like to use is called Stalker, and this regains health whenever you defeat an enemy that you've revealed with your scanning ability. So all of these guys have scan abilities, and you can actually get health regen when you kill someone while this is active. So if you do plan to activate this, make sure you're racking up some kills to regain some health. Anyways guys, they are all the star cards that I use for the reinforcement class. Like I said, this is my personal opinion. You can switch it up and use other cards. It just comes down to personal preference. I've found these are the most useful for me with staying alive and also doing well in rounds, so I thought I'd share my tips with you guys and what I use them for. Anyways, that is going to do it for this video. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel and turn on all notifications. Also, make sure to drop a comment down below which of the reinforcements is your absolute favorite to play in the game, because I'm interested to see who you guys like using the most. So with all that said, I am going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and may the force be with you always.
The Sith are all powerful.